Hello, welcome to Ray's Rambles. This evening we're going to have a local walk, or local to Kirkby Stephen. It's a lovely little walk. It's mainly on the flat. It's using the old railway line. We're going to go from Kirkby Stephen through to a quaint little village called Hartley, and then we're going to walk up to the old railway line, which features the Podgill and Merrygill bridges, which are very scenic. And we're right along there to the end. It's a Strencreth Park, and then we're going to complete the loop by maybe having a look at the Jubilee Park, and then we're going to walk back down to Kirkby Stephen. It's a lovely evening, if a little blustery. It's the 3rd of August, so it's too nice to not have a walk. So I hope you enjoy this lovely little walk. So as we set off, we're setting off out of the car park. There's a free car park in Kirkby Stephen, just up from the, more or less opposite the health centre. And we're going down to where the auction market is. So there's a nice gentle start to the walk. Through the trees there's the Kirkby Stephen Grammar School. And we are going out to walk onto this path. And we're going to go straight down here. Nice little narrow, as you can see, there's the Kirkby Stephen auction market. On an auction day, that's a very busy place, and it's one of the most popular markets around. So tonight it's quiet, and just for the odd walker like myself. So we're going to set off and do a circular route, and I hope you enjoy it. So we've come to the end of the lane there, and we're going to go across the street and through another narrow little lane. It's all narrow little lanes here in Kirkby Stephen, and onto the main street. Everybody's going home. Like I say, I'm going to do an evening walk tonight because it's such a lovely night and it's nice and warm. Hopefully it'll stay dry, but there is rain threatening later on. But we'll hopefully get the walk done before we have to do any more. So, across the busy street here at Kirkby Stephen. Which we don't get run over by this car. There's Kirkby Stephen Market Square. Empty today, apart from a few people enjoying the late sunshine. And we're going to go down a place called Stone Shot, which is quite nice. It's a narrow place, a narrow walk, and it'll take us down to Frank's Bridge, and a lovely view of the river. Here we go, we're going down Stone Shot now. It is actually passable with a vehicle, but I think you have to be quite precise. I would imagine many wing mirrors get lost if you just get it a bit wrong. And it takes you down to a quaint little part of the village. So I'm just going to go down around the corner here, and then I'm going to show you the view that opens up. And we'll turn left down across down these stairs. We've got to be careful of the steps, quite steep. Fortunately, there's a handrail in the middle, so it's and then here we go out onto, this is Frank's Bridge, quaint little cottage on the bridge, and here we go. This is a gorgeous place. I believe many local families bring children and that to come to feed the ducks here. There's plenty of stones to skim, and generally have a good walk out. And there's the other side, some residential area up there. There's a look back at Frank's Bridge, and there's the river. Now, a little diversity. If we wanted to go this way, we could go around by the cricket pitch. There's a nice, there's Kirkby Stephen This is called Hill's Bottom, and that's Kirkby Stephen cricket pitch is just over them fences. But what we'll do is we'll cut through the footpath and we'll go straight to Hartley. Much more scenic and more interesting. Hope you enjoy. So a little bit further along, as you see, we've just come through a little leafy lane that follows to the side of the cricket pitch. We're heading up that way. Now, we could take a shortcut and go through the Nateby, but I think that would miss out a quaint little village that we're heading to of Hartley. There's the public sign which says town centre, and as you can read what's on it. And we're going to that one. We're not going to Nine Standers today, or should I say this evening. That's a later video. But we're going to head up here, up this footpath, and it takes us out at Hartley, a really quaint little village, and that's the sort of the base start for the railway walk. So I'll continue with the video a bit later on. Well, we're a short way out of Kirkby Stephen. We've started to climb a bit now, and we'll get our first view back into Kirkby Stephen. As you see, we're at the top of the hill, slightly out of breath. We've got wild boar in the distance over there. These sheep are having a nice graze here. There is actually a footpath that goes through there, and it cuts out a bit of the walk we're doing tonight, but I want to do the loop road round by Hartley. So we'll continue up the hill to where I always like this little seat. It's just very, very aptly placed little seat, because when you look from the view here, you've got the view of wild boar, and you've got the view of the valley that goes down into Kirkby Stephen and Kirkby Stephen itself. And at this time, at an evening, it's a lovely view. The light's just perfect. So yeah, well worth a stop at that seat if anybody has a walk, if we have a walk on here. I say we because even though I'm doing the walk myself, I hope you, the viewers, enjoy this walk with me, and I hope you get to like the videos that I'm making. I'm very new to YouTube. This is only about the third video I've made, and it's actually the first I've made with the purpose of enjoying it with viewers. So I hope you'll forgive the mistakes that I do when I'm doing my editing and such like, and enjoy what is a truly lovely little walk. And a couple of 100 yards along that lane from that seat that had the lovely view over the valley, the lane goes through this leafy little bit and it opens up into Hartley. And it is honestly, it's a nice little village, always very peaceful. But it's lovely to live here. So I'm just going to go down and I'm going to show you up and down the village. I don't like, as true in my videos, I don't like showing too much detail of people's residences and such like. I just want to get an overview of the actual of the village itself. It's an important mile marker on my walk. So we're now entering Hartley, and as you can see, it's a quaint little village. So we go down there. We're not actually on the main drag. We're actually on one of the side drags. The main drag just is at the bottom of the village there. But we are going to go along that way, and it'll take us, we've just come out of there, that's back down to Kirkby Stephen, and this will take us up to rejoin the little footpath that goes up towards the station. So we'll keep filming a little bit so they get an idea of how lovely it is. And everybody's sort of finished for the day. I don't often do an evening walk, but like I said, it's such a gorgeous evening. So warm, so dry. Everywhere's so dry. It hasn't rained for ages, apart from the odd shower the other day. And it makes the choice of what to wear, especially on the feet, it makes it much easier. I'm in trainers tonight because there's really no need to worry about getting feet wet. And there we go. We've got a sign here. There's a sign. Tells you how to get back into Kirkby Stephen. It's on the coast to coast path, so a load of people will use this path on the way from the west coast to the east. I bet it's a really enjoyable walk the whole way, but I'm going down this little track down because it's going to take me onto the main drag in Hartley and then up to the railway line. So we've come, yeah, look at this lovely little bridge here. Crosses a beck. There's a little bit of water in it, not totally dry, so that's a good sign. There's still some water in the hills. Right, I'm going to go up onto this main road bit, and again, there's the main drag down into Hartley, and I'm heading up this way. I think further up slightly you can again branch off to the outside, because the road goes up a steep hill and it's pretty narrow, so you don't really want to be meeting anything. There's a quarry up there, Hartley Quarry, and some big wagons have come thundering down there. About this time of day I don't think that'll be an issue. There's the hill that goes up there. Fortunately, whoever's made the footpath has got the hindsight or the foresight to put a little bit of a diversion that cuts that corner out. So, exploring continues. And so we pop out the other side of that little branch off. There's the corner that we've just avoided. As you can see, it's narrow, so you wouldn't want to be up there, especially if a big wagon came down. So, I'm slightly out of breath because we're climbing a bit now, but we're going up to the railway. And then we have some level walking. So the rewards is ahead. So it's just up round this corner that we need to be. Very dark cottages around that place around there. That looks a very dark area. Don't know if anybody lives in or not. Oh, there's a car parked next to the railway line. So maybe somebody's already on the walk. But there's some good views off the viaduct, so I'll film when we get there. Here we are at the top of the hill. As you see, it is quite a steep little but short walk up there. That road goes away up. It goes up to nearly to 9 standards. Well, quite a way up, and then you can walk to 9 standards from there. It's one I will be using sometime when I do that film. I'll do a film of that one, going to 9 standards. Today, we're going up onto the railway. There's Hartley Quarry there, and this is where we are heading. It's level walking shortly. I need it, I'm a minute out of breath. There we go. That says all I need to say without me repeating it. So let's go through and carry on our walk. All little gates. If you follow my other videos, I seem to go through a lot of these little gates. But like I said, when you're walking across fields and you don't know where you're going, if you see a narrow gateway up ahead, a little narrow gateway, it's a footpath, usually a footpath, and it's great when you see the yellow sign pointing you that it's a footpath. So here we are. Now then, I don't know which viaduct this is. Let me have a look. It's either Podgill or Merrigill. It hasn't got a proper sign. I'm showing me ignorance because I've walked this walk a few times. Let me go back and see if I can get some information from this sign. I feel a bit of a clown that I haven't actually done my research and known which is which. But there's the sign. Podgill and Merrigill viaducts. And that gives you all the information you need. So we'll carry on. I'll show you the view off the top. The view off the top of this one isn't as dramatic as the next one because it's surrounded by the trees. I can only just show over the top. There you go, it's a canopy of trees, but it's a fair old drop. So it's this is one of the walks probably in winter when there's not much canopy, or in autumn when the colours are lovely. I think you get an absolutely gorgeous view. So as you're going along, you can see, we can see Kirkby Stephen in the distance. That's how far we've already gone. And again, there's the drop off there. So it's a fair old drop into the fields. So it's time to enjoy and move on. So we're further along the track. We've come to a little old, like a bus shelter. It's a little, I wonder if it was going in the railway days. Little rail shelter. It's actually next to an old signal box. That is actually the foundations and the working of an old signal box. There's some mechanics down there. I don't know what they are, whether they were part of it, but if you're looking back at history here, and it's lovely, isn't it? So that's what I believe it is. It's the old one of the old signal boxes. You can see the girders going into the wall there, and when the trees move out the road. So I would think that'll be the floor. I believe that was the floor of the signal box, and this was like the basement down in there. I don't know whether the brick building was there or not, but yeah, it's certainly seen better days. Just thought I'd show you a bit more of the walk, just maybe about 100 yards on from that old signal box. As you can see, I think that's the other viaduct opening up ahead of us. So it's a good walk, and we're in a canopy at the moment, so which is very handy if it becomes wet. We have a sheltered bit of walk here. So just as normal, I shall just go back. There's that gate, the signal box is just beyond that gate. And we head in this direction. I can see a bit of lightness away up ahead. So I would imagine that's the second bridge. And I think the views off that bridge are much more dramatic. So we'll go on to it there. And here we are, coming to the second one. Hopefully I'll see a sign on here which gives me a clue as to which bridge this one is, so that I can deduce what the other one was. There's a little plaque on the wall there. Let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look. Podgill Viaduct. Ah, we found the clue that we need. So the other one back there was Merrygill. So yeah, there we go. Again, all the information that you need to see is on there. And look at the views over there. And especially look at the view this side. This goes up to, there's the hills, more or less the foothills of the Nine Standards and the Pennine Range. If you look over there, it's quite a drop. So let's just concentrate on the bridge. So we're on the Podgill Viaduct, and as you see when you look the other way, the views are great up here. Luckily there's these little bits built into it so that you can have a look over. And I'm just going to have a look down. That's quite dizzying, isn't it? Quite a fair drop off there. There's the river in the bottom. You can see the stone, the chippings and the pebbles on the meander on the river. So yeah, it is certainly a dry spell at the moment. As you notice, all the fields are dry and whatnot. So we need some rain, but not too much. I've got somebody coming here, so I won't talk. Back filming again. We're still on the Podgill Bridge, and I thought I'll just let you have a look what it looks like from behind me. But as you walk, we're heading sort of more north. This is the north end of the bridge, towards Stenquith Recreation Park. The views are all around open up rather well. So I'm just gonna, yeah, so I cut myself off there. So I'm just gonna turn the camera, and there you go. That's it. That's the view. So this is, we know this is the Podgill Bridge, and we'll have another last little look over the views. It's very warm tonight. It's a lovely warm wind, even if it is a bit windy. I've got a microphone on, so hopefully the sound isn't too bad, and it's got good quality. And like I say, I'm new at this YouTube, making YouTube videos, but I love walking. To me, walking is absolutely the release. You can go for a walk and get lost in your thoughts. Yeah, I do a lot of solo walking. I'll just go back to me. I do a lot of solo walking, and it's I think walking, it's good for, not only good physically, it's good for the mentally. It's good for the soul. You can think about things, and you don't have to concentrate on anything but the here and now. My decisions when I do my walking is basically which rock or which seat up ahead am I going to stop for to have a cup of tea. So it's such a liberating experience, and I get a good dose of fitness in the same time. But honestly, I recommend it. Anybody, if you've had a bit of a grueling day at work, or you just like a release, you don't have to do a long walk. You can do a short walk, and this isn't a very long walk, but as you see, once you get up here, it's flat, and it's easy walking now. We're heading towards the Stencliffe Park, and I've hardly broke sweat, apart from up that hill out of Hartley. So it's good. It is my main hobby, and that's why I hope to make quite a few videos of my experiences on the walks, and I hope you give it a like and maybe subscribe. All the way along the walk, there's these bridges going over. Most of them are, I would think, agricultural access for the farmers to get from one side or the other on the fields. I'm just going to go under here, and quite an echo when you get under here. I think this one is actually, you look up, there's the parapet curves round. It's like it captures a lot of farmland, and so you can herd cattle and that over it. It's quite a height as well, and yeah, I think it's very necessary for the agricultural land round here for the farmers to get from one field to the other. So we're heading further on now, and Stencliffe Park isn't far away. So the walk continues. There you go. You can see the little footpath. That's looking back the way we just came. So we're nearly. That's not going to sound good. We're nearly at the end of the walk. We've got the seats here, and we're heading through. The mileage on my walk at the moment, we've done 38 minutes, and we've done 1.62 miles. So we're nearly at the end of the Stencliffe walk, and we'll get to the path, and then we go out on the road, and I just might do a little diversion up to a place called Jubilee Park. It was created a lot of years ago and renovated in the mid-70s by the Job Creation Project. So it's in this nice little place. It's got a lovely little bandstand type place at the top, and it's good to see. It's nice to go up there. Well, it's a hill with trees all around it. It's a very picturesque. So I'll do a last look along the path. There you go, and look along this way, and I'll do a bit more video when we get to the end. And so we're coming to the end of the railway part of the walk, and there's a treat in store, although not so much at this time of year when there's not a lot of water in. But there's a very dramatic showing of what erosion does. There's a waterfall under here. We're at the top of the Stencliffe Park now. There's the bridge and the footpath, and look at this. There you go. Now it's dry at the moment, so you can see all where the water's worn out, all the holes and such like. Honestly, when there's been raining, that lot is just a foaming quagmire, a foaming mess, for the want of a better word. Very spectacular, and it's always nice to watch it from the safety of this bridge. But you can see dramatically how the water's cut through the stone. The little circular bits are where, like I would imagine, a stone's gone into a hollow, and the water has just made it go round and round and round till it's ground a hole. So erosion at its best, and quite a dramatic finish to the railway section of the wall. We look over the other side. It's a canopy of trees, but it's the Stencliffe Park. Now they can just see it through there. I was going to go up to Jubilee Park, but I think I've decided to go back down the other side of the river, and it's a very gorgeous meadow, and I'll save Jubilee Park for another video. So what we do here, oh, that's a bit of a smell there, like a sewage type smell. Oh, I didn't like that. I don't know what we got a whiff of there. But see, you can see, so we're walking out as if we're going to go back out to Kirkby Stephen on the road, but we're not. We're going to, there's the Kirkby Stephen to Nateby Road. Nateby, another quaint little village. But we're not going to go that way. We're going to go down here and into Staincrith itself, into the actual Staincrith Park. So, as you can see, it's very, very tree canopy. Look at that, all dead, brown, burnt. That's a sign of what's the drought conditions we've got at the moment. So, like I say, rain will be welcomed by everybody at some stage. And there you go, that's a sign. That's there. You can see a sign out just there, welcome to Kirkby Stephen. So basically it's the outskirts of Kirkby Stephen, because a lot of houses have been built in these last few years, so the housing estates have gone further up. So as you can see there, I'll just show you the sign. You can't just see it, it's over the wall there, but just in the distance, welcome to Kirkby Stephen. So if you're coming in from Nateby, that's this is the start of Kirkby Stephen. So we're going to go down here into Staincrith Park, and I'll do a bit of video on the river. Here's looking at a bit further down into the river. You can see the erosion away down here. Looks quite formidable. That footpath bridge that we were on is just up through the trees there, and this is where it comes out at. It's a very eroded. And there's some lovely little rock pools. I would imagine nature delight in there. There'll be fish of all sorts. And in this, it's a popular place for families to bring the kids. Kids can play for hours in the little pools, especially further down through there. And it's a real entertainment place down here. One last look at the river that runs down here. It heads down towards through Kirkby Stephen, the River Eden. So look at this. I mean, I can walk basically right across, and I'm going to try and do so, right across from one side of the river to the other. Look at that view, so dry. There are thousands and thousands of little rock pools and places where you can, kids can play. It's like a playground. I'm just going to be careful here because I'm going to have to try and get from one side to the other. There's a little there we go, we're across from one side to the other. So now I'm on the opposite bank and I've just crossed there. That's how dry the rivers are at the moment. And you couldn't do this in a few months ago, and I don't think you'll be able to do this in a few months' time when the rains finally catch up with us. But at the moment, it's a picture of beauty with all these erosion and holes and little ponds. So I'll bounce my way back across the river, and I'll continue on my walk. So as you see, I made it safely back across, and now I've just got a little bit of a path into some fields now, and it'll take me back towards the middle of Kirkby Stephen. So the walk will be complete, but there's still some delights up ahead yet. A last look at the riverbed through the trees, but we're heading out now to some fields to complete our walk. I think we're about half a mile from completing the circuit, so it's not a long walk. Oh, that's a lovely wind. That is a lovely warm wind. So nice to have a change than freezing cold winds that you've got to wrap clothes around you. This is lovely. It's just a perfect. I love this sort of wind. Keeps you cool, but not too cool. So we're going to go across some fields now. You can see where the main path is down there, but we get under all them trees. Now I prefer the view on the top. And then we're going to eventually come to another little footbridge and head up back into Kirkby Stephen. So I'll show you what it's like further on. We continue on our walk, I'm going across some open fields now before I get to the little footbridge. I've just exchanged pleasantries with a woman out with a dog, and we both agreed how lovely it is to go walking when the wind's nice and warm and nice and dry underfoot. It just it makes the whole thing a better experience. So I'm just going to turn there we go. That's what's ahead of me. I've got round this. You can see it's the footpath. The grass is worn that way, and the grass is worn this way. There's the river there that I've just left, and so I'm going to follow the well-worn bit because it's going to take me. I can see the end of the actual footpath bit up ahead, and as you can see, the leaves are the trees are lively in the wind, so it all adds to the experience. So I'm just going to go along to this corner, and then we'll go to the bridge at the end. But you can see, look at the views off here. The river's running a bit slower down here and deeper. It's come over all them rocks at Stencrith, and now it's meandering its way, whatever's left of it. It's meandering its way back down, heading to the sea eventually. And up, as you see up ahead, there comes a footpath, a footbridge, and there's a decision to make. Here, as you see the sign next to the river, you can go any other two ways. And they'll both take you back to Kirkby Stephen. Got a drop off there, so you don't want to be somebody come along here with you. You're capable of your balance. Got a little edge there, so I would be careful coming along this bit. But yeah, what a lovely bridge here. It'll have a name. I don't know what the name is. I haven't done my research because I didn't expect to come down here. There you go. You've got your public footpath, bridleway to Nateby, to Stencrith, and footpath back along there through the fields. So I think what we're going to do here, we're going to cut through this path, and we're going to go up into the back road to Kirkby Stephen to complete our walk. So last view of the bridge, and in fact, let's have a look on the bridge. I always like to take photographs off bridges down the river. You get the true perspective of the river then. So we're on here. Now, there we go. Very, very rural English, this, isn't it? Leafy lane, leafy rivers, and plenty of wildlife. So there's where I've just come back along. That footpath goes back, follows the river round to the right, that curve, and it goes back into the woodland along there, back to Stencrith Park. I decided to take the left-hand fork off that bridge, and as you see, what a little lane this is. It's like a tunnel, a stairway to this town up here. It takes you out onto the back road, which goes past the primary school, past where the old post office used to be, and then it'll join the main street at the traffic lights at the south end of the town. So it'll complete a nice circle. And so we come to the top of the lane. So there you go, I'll just show you. We've just come from down there, out of the tunnel, the stairway to the town, and we're coming out here onto the back road. It can get quite a busy back road. That's the road from Kirkby to Nateby, and it can get quite busy. It's quite narrow in places. So I'm going to walk along here, and just onto the top of the brow, and then I'll show you a view into Kirkby Stephen. But we are, to all intents and purposes, now back into Kirkby Stephen. And see, the housing developments go on. Look at this. Oops, some cars coming. They're going to look at me a bit strange, but I think I can keep off the road for them. Yeah, the housing developments come along. So I won't be too intrusive. I won't show in the detail of anybody's property. When I get to this brow of the hill, it'll be a quick look down into the town, and then I'll stop the video there. Yeah, I would imagine they're making more bases for more houses. So last look along the road, we've just come along there about 200 or 300 yards, and there's the road goes down past the primary school on the left, round the corner into the centre of Kirkby Stephen. Here we go. Red light says stop, but we're on foot, so we don't need to stop. And my watch has just told me that that's the 3rd mile done, so it's not a long walk. There's all the traffic going through. Now we're going up onto the main part of Kirkby Stephen, look down the main street. As I always do, I'll just show back down. We've just come from round there, it goes around that far corner up onto where the primary school is. And we are going up around onto the top now. Now I'll try not to film anybody because the cars are just going through the traffic lights. It's a traffic lighted area because in that bit down there, it used to be 2 ways, but wagons kept knocking into that house there. So they decided to make it 1 way and traffic lighted. A lot safer all round. So I won't show the cars, I'll keep my camera work discreet. People are looking to see what I'm doing. I wonder why I'm talking into the phone, but that's okay. So there we go. I'm going to do a last view of Kirkby Stephen. There we go. I'll stand in the middle of the road. Right down, this is Kirkby Stephen main centre. And we're nearly home. And we're nearly back to base, nearly back to my car. This is there you go, up Kirkby Stephen auction map. This is approaching it from the opposite direction that I came down the walk. And this, as I said, also leads up to the grammar school. So I would imagine lunch times and that it'll be thronging with children in term time coming down. Do they still bunk off to come have meals in Kirkby instead of eating the school dinners? I don't know. Some may, some won't. But it'll be probably a heavily used lane for the children to bunk off and come into town for whatever reason. So we're getting near to the end of the walk now. That's the old people's home at Christian Head. I won't linger on it. There you go. I'll just show you into the auction mart. It echoes at the moment because there's nobody about. Just gone 7 on a Monday night. So most people that have been working today are probably at home now, glad that the first day is over. Like myself. So it's my other half, my better half has said that we're going to have beef burgers, chips and salad tonight. So it's an extra reason for wanting to get home. But here we are, we're at the car park, just to the right there's the car park down there. And I'll just turn the camera. Sorry, I'll just show me watch. So there we are. If I can get out of the shade of that tree. There we are. Oh, it's a bit bad to get. Here we go. There we go. It's bad light. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. 3.28 miles. Take me 1 hour 17 minutes. So it's not a long walk by any stretch of the imagination. A nice gentle one in the evening after day at work. So I'm just going to swap the camera around. And there we are. I'm just come out of the trees. I'm back at the car park. And get packed up shortly. So that's been a good walk. And I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been lovely because the weather's been nice warm wind. And everything's been good. The ground has been dry underfoot. And I hope you found some interesting bits with me on the walk. Some of the railway bridges that I didn't know the proper name of, things like that. I need to do my research when I do the walk, but honestly, I am a novice at making YouTube videos. This is only my first purpose-built video. I did use 2 other videos before that you've seen, the Barnard Castle and the Helbet one, which I actually did before I decided to do a YouTube video. So this is actually the first one that was in mind of putting on YouTube, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you've enjoyed it, I hope you give it a thumbs up and a like, and maybe even subscribe. Anyway, thanks for watching.